What's going on? We are live with Cow Tech, and believe it or not, we are up to episode number 6. I can't believe it. I'm Adam Ross with your host, Tyler, on my virtual left. Tyler, what's going on, big guy?
Hey, how's it going?
So we're off to a good start. We have 17 out of the gate waiting for us. What is going on? We got a whole bunch of people jumping on board, and I hope you're as excited as I am to open up this new package.
Oh, yeah. I've been waiting for a while. It's exciting.
I got mine on, so it would have been, I got mine Saturday morning-ish when my buddy picked it up from the States. Thank you, Mike Moore, and brought it back for me. And yeah, I had a surprise in store, and I can't wait to actually get my hands on this thing.
Yeah, mine's just been sitting in the box since episode 5, so it hasn't moved at all. It's been 2 weeks of looking at this thing, wanting to open it up. I mean, I've got the big mouse pad here, so I'm kind of knowing what to expect, but I'm interested to see what the size is and how it compares. That's why I laid this one out, because I'm interested to see the difference.
I have a spot right here ready to rock. I'm like super stoked. Yeah. So obviously today's episode is going to be about the all new mouse pad. And we actually have a little walkthrough that Tyler and I can do. Good. Get ready for these. Oh, man. Heck yeah. You know what? There's nothing better than having a great weekend out and then just being able to get home, kick back, relax, listen to me and Tyler for a little bit, and get that move in action.
Well, it's like you and I just got back from events today, so it's like my trucks are all filthy and ready to get cleaned, and yours are the same way.
Mine are actually still in the trailer. As you can see, my shelf is empty. Like, we got a whole emptiness, and it's hilarious right now. We got a whole bunch of people joining us, and so I'm thinking, Tyler, we should probably jump right in and keep the ball rolling. Do you want me to pull up the site?
Yeah. So we got a real packed episode today. So let's just get started. And we want to start talking about the small mouse pad, and this episode, obviously all these episodes are for the customers. So we thought the better thing to do is before we open this thing up, let's teach you how to go buy it yourself. And
Absolutely.
Adam's going to throw up the website. I'm going to throw out some stats on it so you know what you're buying. We think that'll be a help to all of you guys as you see the beauty of this mat come out of the box, and you can scram to the website and buy it.
All right, here we go. So this is the CowRC site, and we actually have all the nice banners. We're on the home page, and basically what we're going to do here is we're actually going to go into the rubber mats. In the rubber mats, you will see the carbon and the new mouse pads. So you click on the mouse pads, and honestly, the top dog shows up, which is my new personal favorite. And man, it's my go-to pad by far. But you got a whole bunch of options. And if you look closely, we got a couple sales in there. So which one do you want me to pull up first?
Yeah,
do you
let's
want
start from the
pre-order?
basic. Yeah, let's do it from the basic. So that the bottom one, and let's click on that one. So this is the small mouse pad. So this is right now. So 14. What is it? 14. Oh, it disappeared. That's not it.
No, that is definitely not it. I was trying to do the smaller new one, the pre-order right here.
That's one. Right? Yep, right there. Yep.
There we
go. Yes. Okay. So the new mouse pad, the small mouse pad that we're opening today, it's a 16 by 25 size, and we're at $14.39. So there's a sale going on now to pre-order it. So that's what kind of we're here to show you guys, take advantage of that. And you can also get your 10% off with your Cow-Tech code when you order. So it's kind of a combo. Getting in early, do the pre-order, plus get your 10% off. So this is your basic entry level size for this particular mat series right here.
And honestly, the new mouse pad series, just look at the graphics. The graphics almost sell themselves. Like, this is what I am so hyped about. Honestly, the magnetics make it pop and make everything cool for pictures. But he hit a home run with these new graphics on all of our stuff, and I love it. Yeah, no kidding, Dino. It's like, I'm excited because I know I have one. It's sitting over there. I just got to open it up with you guys. But they definitely look the part. So I know Tyler was going over some of the options here, and let's like kind of dive in. So obviously we got a couple little product descriptions and stuff like that. And with the pre-order, Heath is giving you guys a crazy deal. And do you want to go over the specifics with that before I start?
So this this size, and actually, so this is going to be a pre-order here, and it's supposed to arrive ship in late August. So you have some time to buy it. Check it out, decide what you want to go with, especially since we have different options. So this is, like I said, this is, and it took me kind of a minute to understand what mouse pad meant, and it's literally going back to the 90s when you had a mouse pad, early 2000s when you had a mouse pad for your computer mouse. That is what this material is. It's a thin, it's supposed to be a 36-ounce piece, and it's got a nice smooth cover on the top, and it's got a sticky rubberized 3M on the back. So when you have it on your table, it's not sliding around. So that's kind of like the neat thing, is it's travel friendly, and it's not going to slide around on your table. So let's go to the next option, which would be the Mousepad Plus Magnetics.
Nice. So do you want me to go back one so
please.
It actually, okay, so it throws in there.
And then I can show you then we can show the price difference and also the laminate option.
Yeah. So here is it with the magnetic.
Yep. So same size, 16 by 25, and that the 16 by 25 is the mat, the mouse pad mat itself. And then let's see, if you want to go to the actual screw catcher part. So the screw catcher part, which is the magnetics in the center, the white area, is a 12-inch by 18-inch screw catcher flat mat. So if you're familiar with the CowRC flat mats, it's the same type of material. It's just a 12 by 18 size. So that way, it fits that outline, as you can see on the graphic here. And I've kind of got, this. So it's the same magnetics that you're used to seeing. And that's what we're offering for this one. And you can also, let's see, if you go to, there should be an option. Yes. So if you can go to the option, Adam, about the laminate protective gloss top. So you can,
right here.
Yes. So if you see there you can add, either say, no, I don't want the gloss laminate. And the gloss laminate is a couple of twofold. One, it does protect as additional protection for your magnetics, and also is dry erase friendly. So you can write notes, you can erase them after you're done doing notes. So what we've been seeing people do is, if you're a racer and you're in different heats, trying to remember what heat number you're in. And Adam, with 2 kids racing at the same time, he's got 3 times the amount of information he's got to put on there. The protective gloss laminate is an option you add to this magnetic mat itself. And if you could click on that, Adam, and let's show what the price upgrade is, please.
Right there. Does it actually do it? I know it's $7.99 for the dry erase. And honestly, if you look, I have been straight up beaten on this mat. As you guys know, this is one show I really enjoy doing, because I feel that me and Tyler are bringing you guys content, and you guys make the show. All the questions, like it makes it exciting for us. But I write a lot of stuff down on these mats, and I got every single color the price of that for $7.99 is way worth it. It's going to pay you back in spades, and it's definitely an awesome option to have, and it just gives it that little extra bit of shine that you're going to love.
Yeah, it is worth it. It's I think it's an option. Even if you don't use it for dry erase, it's something that's just going to protect it. That's really honestly, that's what the initial form of it was, is to be an additional protection for your magnetics. Because when you have things that are white, they're going to stain, and they're going to get
Yeah.
dirty. But the laminate kind of helps deflect some of that. And the dry
J-
erase part was almost like a bonus to it. So don't think of it as a dry erase only. If you're not a eraser, or you don't need that, look at it as far as protecting as well.
That's right. And Jim, honestly, we're just getting started with the Mousepad series. Heath has been hitting home runs left, right, and center. I'm not sure what his future plans are, but I really love the full size. And now that I'm so close to getting my small one in the studio for everybody to see, and not only just everybody to see, but for me to put through the paces. And that's the biggest thing, because we use everything you see. Like, the camera doesn't do this justice for how much work this thing has gone through.
Well, I think that makes sense. Unless you see any comments on here, that's those are the three options. There's the mouse pad by itself, the mouse pad plus flat mat, and then the mouse pad plus flat mat plus gloss laminate. So that's our three options when ordering. So check those out on the website. Like Adam showed you, this is exactly what the website looks like. You can go in and check it out and play around with it. And don't forget your Cow-Tech code at checkout. Save you additional money.
Absolutely, because you know what? We want to make sure that you're using that code. It shows you love and gives us love as well. Just the two for now. Yes, 100%. So there was one thing that there's a question up here. You guys are doing awesome with the freaking questions here.
Oh, yes. We do
right
have
here.
one other thing, though. Sorry. Did you want to answer a question first before I forget?
It's what's the best way to clean any stains off the white?
Oh, so things that you want to avoid on these mats are tires. You want to avoid any type of Loctites. Paint is, it depends on paint. That may not be bad. I saw Bill put a comment that it wipes up pretty well, so that may not be a problem. I would say different types of additives. Obviously, any type of waterproofing, you want to stay off of that. But the best way to clean it is Hide wipes. That's what I always go to. Basically take a towelette out, and you are going to just wipe it down. So it's got the abrasive side and the smooth side. I'd recommend for the mats to use the smooth side and just towel it off like that. Obviously, you want to get to it right away. You don't want to let this sit. So, my routine is I almost will clean it in between, like, maybe stages. Like if I'm building the kit and I get through a bag, I got somewhat of a clean area, I'll just clean it off, getting that, because even like greases and things like that, if you leave them set, it's gonna stain. So that's really the way I would clean it. You could also clean it with Moo-Clean a little bit. Take that and a microfiber towel. You can spritz this on here, wipe it on. Don't spray directly on it, but you can do that as well.
See, and those are great tips, because Tyler is very meticulous when it comes to his builds, as you can see by his award-winning build right beside him. I got to throw that in there. He did fantastic.
Fourth place, but
still, hey, it was awesome. I loved voting for you, bud, and it's definitely cool. I know I do the hide wipes, and it is very important that you make sure you don't use the abrasive side on your particular mats. You want to make sure you use the smooth side. When you get the hide wipes, you got to check it out, because having that abrasive side is great for when you're cleaning your rigs and your buggies and your truggies or whatever you might be into. But for the mats, please make sure you're using the softer side. Well, hey, no problem, Joe.
One thing we need to mention that we've haven't mentioned yet is, so tonight's giveaway is a small mouse pad. The small mouse pad
Ooh.
without the magnetics. So basically, you're going to be getting a tool here that is not yet available. So this is one of the first ones that have been produced, basically off the same series that Adam and I are opening up right now. So it's a fantastic gift, and you can show that off because no one else around you is going to have one for a while.
You guys will be the lucky ones for sure. So we're going to pick probably the best question, maybe the best comment. You make us laugh. You make everybody have a good time in the chats.
Yeah.
We're going to do something.
We're in for
But
whatever.
that's not going to do it. Yeah, CJ, you got to be super creative, bud. But we love it. We love it. And thank you, Heath, for giving us that option to give it away. So he's getting ready. I got to grab mine.
We got a big show today, and I want to make sure we get it all in. So,
oh yeah.
I think here. Let me switch my camera over here.
I don't even have a
boy.
knife, which is crazy. All my tools are gone. All my stuff is gone. Tyler is having some technical difficulties. We'll wait. There he is. All right, we'll bring him back on.
There we go.
I got a pencil. Bro. Look
There
at
we
you.
go.
Look at you.
Stuff. Okay.
Oh man. All
Yeah,
right.
Okay, I think we're good to go here.
Are we racing or
Okay,
what?
You ready? Let's go.
All right.
Let's go here. So this is.
I didn't have to wait as long as Tyler. I've only had this for literally 2 days. So oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, peanuts. I always forget. Heath loves the peanuts.
Get that out of the way, and
there we go.
Look at this thing. This is awesome. There's the little mini mat.
Is. Okay. Let's see.
Dude,
peanuts are here.
Graphics are awesome. You know, it'd be cool if you had your CowRC blower and just get rid of the peanuts.
You know what? I had actually thought of that, and I thought of it at one point in time, and that wasn't today, apparently.
Jeez, I've tried. Let's see here. So the last one was epic, and now this one I'm gonna throw down right here. Look at these graphics. Like, you know, he hit a home run when he's got graphics like this. Let me just move this out of the way. Put the magnetics right here for a second. And we're going to dial this in. Look at that. That looks freaking amazing. Heck yeah. It's almost a shame to kind of cover it up.
We got some. So this right here, everybody. So for the best comment, this is what you're going to take home with you. And there are 5 of these in existence.
Yeah, like
you're looking at right now. There's another couple influencers out there that have them, and the 5th one will be yours. It's actually Heath's personal one that he was going to keep for himself, but he is donating that to the best comment because he appreciates the support that everybody's been giving CowRC for quite some time. And here is magnetic. So it flattens out, you know, once it's settled in, since it usually rolls in. So it'll flatten out once it acclimates to the air. But this is it. So this is the new CowRC Small Mousepad. So that's what we're calling this. So this is a great size. And let's do some like scale-ism here, you know. So really about the size of a 10 scale truck, right? So this is good size. I mean, fits perfectly on this. Put your tools and then take it with you. So it's a lot more convenient to carry around with you, especially when you're going to events.
Oh, Dino, like honestly, the best part about it is how easy this is to roll up and set up. Having the rubberized on the back It just sticks to everything. Now, I use a card table most of the time where I'm going to my RC events. And this right here is the money shot. I love this new he just killed it with this new setup. The mouse pads are definitely going to be a mainstay in the Ross Racing garage by far. The rubberized grip that it has on the table is going to make sure that you got a great base, not only for having grip, but for look at these graphics. These graphics are just killer too, man. And then when you need the magnetics, they're there for your support. And man, it's amazing, man. I'm blown away.
No, I think it's definitely really cool. This is honestly, this is really good. Like I was at an event today, and I was just kind of working out of the back of my truck, and this would be great to just lay down in the back of my SUV. You know, just set this down. There's enough room to put a 10 scale vehicle on, and that way you kind of got a nice clean area. It's not huge. Like I mean, like this part, you know, for the magnetics, not large. You know, so this is a 12 by 18 section. This is the 16 by 25 section. So super easy to roll up. You roll that up, put it, and actually what we recommend is keeping the boxes that they come with, because that's how you can store them. You know, you never want to fold any of these products or the mats. It's always roll. And so if you have the box, you can you know, basically maintain the size and store it away properly.
Now, I don't know how many racers are tuning in, but if you are a racer, all of the stock pit mats, or not, sorry, I'm thinking of pit mats. I got all the, like, look at all the beautiful stuff I got in front of me. Thank you, Heath. But I meant pit bags. The pit bags that we have, it fits my setup board, and this size mat would be perfect. And that way you can keep it perfectly flat, because if you can keep your magnetics flat, you'll have them last a very long time. If you start rolling them up, make sure you keep them in the box like Tyler was saying. But for sure, if you have a standardized pit bag or an OGO, this fits perfectly inside.
Oh yeah.
But oh yeah, for a crawler on the go, I think it's gonna be sick, Dino.
Well, and honestly, you could probably, you know, with the same of the sizes, if you have a bag, you could, you know, on the trail, roll this up, bring it with you. I mean, just like Adam was saying, I think it's a perfect idea.
Oh man, we got some dirt ovals. Yeah, we got some dirt ovals up on here, man. That is awesome to see, man. Because like I'm telling you, the thing is, the portability is what makes this thing so cool. Because obviously, I'll show it off. You guys already know, but this is like my favorite setup right there. And it's messy as heck, and hopefully he's not too upset, but it is a working mat. I'm telling you, I thought I was going to have time to clean everything up when I got home from the race. Literally, I think me and Tyler had 11 minutes to get ready for the show.
Yeah.
So we're happy that you guys are keeping it going on. But yeah, it is definitely rally racing. Absolutely, man. The thing is, CowRC is good for pretty much anything you need RC related. You have a plethora of products on that CowRC website that is going to make sure maintaining your vehicles is that much easier for sure. Sean Russian, CJ Walker, grease, smooth, clean parts and chassis wash, and a little toothbrush and rag. The rest soap and water with a light brush towel dry. He is talking about how to properly clean and maintain your magnetics so they are popping white. Yeah. But Sean, you don't get to win the mouse pad. I'm sorry, bud. He's got some good ones in there though. But being a crawler guy, the mouse pad is awesome because I have everything in a backpack. Yes, that is absolutely true. Jeremy, that's a heck yeah. If you have a 3, yes,
that's a great
another good stuff. See, that's the type of stuff that we love seeing, the comments like that.
I have not tried that.
Rick, man, if you look at our past shows, for sure there's tons of other uses for this stuff. Yeah, no, Jeremy, that is an awesome idea. Oh, cleaning the actual mouse pad.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, CJ. Good question. I actually tried this out the other day because I had some grease that actually got up on some of the graphics. Again, it's the hide wipes. I was honestly surprised. I kind of was like, "Oh man, I screwed up." And I put I put some grease on my lettering, and it actually was up here. And I just take, especially get it like maybe get it a little bit more wet than what it comes with. Because sometimes, like, what I'll do is I'll tip the jar upside down to get all the fluid that comes out the bottom. So make sure it's a little bit more moist and just kind of lightly blot it and rub it, and it actually comes off pretty easy. Mine was grease that I had on it, but it came off. It didn't even leave like a haze or residue. So this is what I found.
and you guys seen mine over in the shop. It's actually a work mat. I love that thing. It is my go-to thing, and especially when I go out, it makes my whole pit area pop. It is got to be the best one. But hide wipes have actually been a nice addition to our arsenal, and my hands are actually clean because of it. Like, I'm literally running in from the thing. I got the farmer's tan. I don't know if you guys get, like, it's crazy right now.
Prove it.
How, yeah. Oh, hey, Joshua, this is a great question. Tyler?
Hmm. Let me look at my facts here. So the top it's a printed cloth on the top side. So this is the top, and then the back side it's a non-printed 3M rubber. So I would say the answer is no. It's rubber. I mean, rubber neoprene, I guess, are similar, but it's a 3M rubber. Is what's on the back.
So I use my shop vac and high wipes to keep the mouse pad clean. Yeah, no, that's a great thing. And Jason actually has a good one for cleaning lexan bodies. That is a
Ah,
great question because there's some painters on here as well.
yeah. So I'll say two different things depending on what part you're saying. So let's go with the pre-paint cleaning first. So Moo Clean Cleaner Degreaser is your pre-paint cleaner, and so you don't want to spray this directly on to the body. You want to spray it onto a clean microfiber towel and wipe the residue, off on the inside of the body.
Right.
So that's pre-paint. If you're talking about cleaning bodies, painted already and dirty, Moo Clean part and chassis wash is a great one, and also hide wipes. So kind of depending, I use a combo. You can kind of get into some tighter areas with the hide wipes, and this being for the main field. So those are the two. And then if you want to make your body shine after you're done cleaning it, Moo-Slick, the silicone protector. Again, put this on a microfiber towel, wipe it on it. You don't need, not to mention it doesn't. You don't need to spend that much product to make a body look glossy and clean. So save yourself a little bit of time and money and just use the microfiber towel.
Yeah, and I spray it onto the microfiber towel first, and then I'll give it a nice quick wipe down because obviously I use the part and chassis wash first to clean my bodies after I come in off of a main or a qualifier. Once I have it clean with the parts and chassis wash, I love the Moose Slick. That Moose Slick just
Mhm.
gives it that pop and shine, and it makes it look like it's just coming off the paint booth again. So Joe,
Oh,
what thread locks are recommended for what application and
oh.
how much should be used?
Nice. That's a good question. So there are
Absolutely.
uh, different thread locks. We have a red one, a purple one, and a blue one. The red, as you know, is extreme. Purple is the lighter um, strength, and blue is the medium. So I like to use the
Yep.
blue. And the reason I like to use the blue is because I can just use a little bit. I don't have to worry about a lot. So what I do is I usually will just have like maybe like almost one or two threads of it at the bottom, and that way when you're inserting the screw into a hole and threading it, it's actually spinning that Loctite further up the threads, So if you cake it all on all the threads, what it's going to do is it's going to work its way all up to the head of the screw, and then it locks that head of the screw on, and that's where people start stripping things, because once that head's locked, it's hard to get that off. Now that's why I use blue rather than the reds, because blue is a lot more forgiving. Purple is even more forgiving. So like purple might be a good thing to use for bead lock screws. I think you need blue for the 3 mm screws, 4 mm screws, but for those little tiny baby ones, the purple would be better.
And I use purple for anything high vibration. The purple just seems to have that little bit of grab that you need, but not as aggressive as the blue, and definitely not as aggressive as the red. The red I save for stuff that I know I don't want to take apart until I need a heat gun, because you want to make sure that you use the right one. So that is a great question.
Yeah,
He
great question.
says we got the green wicking.
I haven't used that one yet.
Nor have I. I've basically been a blue guy,
Yeah, me
but
too.
I know for high speed, high vibration applications, I've ventured to the purple and had some
Mhm.
great success for that.
Yeah, I like the blue because you can, in my opinion, you can dial it, meaning you can add more if you need more, you can add less if you need less. I don't use thread lock on everything. Like I don't use it on B-lock wheels, because I find that I don't have a problem with them backing out. There's some models like RC four-wheel drive has issues, I think, with stuff backing out. Different brands are more susceptible to that, so I kind of keep that in mind, depending on how much I use. But I always kind of waver on the side of not using it versus using it, just because I know it could be a problem if I use too much.
Yeah, no, hey, there you go. And honestly, Rick, that yes, ESCs. So I'm guessing that either he's running an X-ray, but I don't want to throw that out there. But it is definitely one time that I do use red when you're building them, because the way they articulate and stuff like that, you want to talk about
Oh
something
wow.
going high speed. Your ESC drive shafts are definitely spinning full punch. See, that was a lucky guess, Rick. Honestly, I just know what I have, so it's cool that you're running the X-ray. We love our X-rays for on road for sure. So, Mike throwing some stuff in there for the outside of the Lexan body.
Mhm.
Hide whites
Yeah.
work well on those scuff induced by the pipes on the track or tires from. Man, you don't hit the pipes, man. I've seen your stuff. I thought your stuff was like cleaned and you just came from your main. Like I was like, it was already clean.
Well, and that's honestly, that's a good point that Mike made, is having the silicone protection on your bodies, and if you're racing on your chassis protectors, it's friction resistance. So you
Yeah.
hit something, it's sliding off. And I used it. I would cake the chassis with this stuff before any race, because if you case a jump, it skips. And if you're bashing and you're flipping your truck upside down, you put this on here, and other than it's gonna kind of soften those scrapes, it's less friction. So your truck's more likely going to just skip off of the ground than if it hadn't had this on
Yeah, it's a super cool trick that we use for indoor clay, and it is a money thing. Like the way that you're like trying to like hit those jumps at full speed, scrubbing speed and all
it.
that stuff. I can't do it, but I actually have the Moo-Slick that enables me to do it, but I just don't have the skill yet. I'll work on that a little bit.
Yeah.
But definitely some great questions
Yeah,
coming in
thank
from the
you.
audience. We also have something else we want to talk about. Should I? Wow, there. Hold on, I got to do
Oh,
this.
okay, good. So we're talking about cleaning here, and we talked last week about our Moo Clean part and chassis wash concentrate. So what we're not here to I'm not here to talk about the Moo Clean part and chassis wash product itself. I'm here to talk about the new electric sprayer for the Moo Clean part and chassis wash. So you can kind of see, this is my pump spray bottle. You can get these on Home Depot, Amazon, about the same size, but actual volume is significantly different. If you can kind of see. So this, and I'll focus on the electronic sprayer here. So this is battery operated, no cords, cordless. The actual battery port connector is here and actually uses a USB end, and this is going to plug into the handle like this and charges up. And you can kind of see on the top, we've got battery indicator here and your power button. And the way this gets filled is actually through a port on the side. So you can keep the head. This also comes off. The head also comes off for transporting things like that. But you don't need to take it off. You can fill it in through this port here. And let me make sure I've got some other features here. So what this is going to end up retailing when this is for sale, which is going to be in about 3 to 4 months when this arrives. Our pre-order is going to be starting in 6 to 8 weeks, and it'll be available in 3 to 4 months. And this looks like it's going to do pricing wise $30 to $35, and we will do a 20% off pre-order when this lands. So this is going to be actually really cool, and I'll show you some other features of it. So this nozzle turns off, and maybe I'll change my screen here so we can see a little better.
Yeah, because Raymond's asking how well does it spray.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, so this is well, here, let's spray it. So it comes with a couple different nozzles here. I'm gonna actually take this off. Let me throw my carbon fiber mat, or my Carbon Series mat, so I don't ruin these nice graphics. There we go. So I'm going to take cloth, and so here's our spray top here. And what it's doing is it's spraying. You can see this mist. Does that come out pretty good, Adam? Can you see that okay? So it's actually spraying like this, and you can actually hear it come out. So it's actually really powerful. Jeremy's got comments. And then this comes off. So this nozzle will come off, and it also comes with a wand. So it's another attachable wand. And this actually comes with an adjustable spray nozzle here. So on the end of this, you can see this is adjustable here. So you can make this as a stream. Let me see if I avoid shooting everything in my basement here. So you can kind of see how this comes off as a spray, and then if I twist it, it comes out kind of as a jet. So you can see that stream. Now this thing actually shoot pretty far. I've used this, actually, I've gone through probably 3 containers of this, and I prefer the mist, and I prefer using the wand. That's my favorite part of this, is the mist and the wand, because it's enough spray, and it comes out. It doesn't use a lot of product. It's plenty long, and you know, because what I started doing is I said, okay, well, let me crank this up. Let me put the strongest stream possible, and I look down and I'm like, oh well, my my product is gone. So because it just used a whole lot. So what I realize is putting on a fine mist and with this nozzle, you don't need to have the product do the distance. You're kind of getting into small little crevices and things like that. So I really like it. It's really cool. I mean, some of the differences, this pump sprayer, this is a good one. I think this one was probably around $15. It's got the pump to it. It does have some adjustable nozzles to it, but just isn't quite as powerful. This is a lot more convenient. You don't have to stop. You're just literally hitting this one button and product's coming out.
I was excited by you helping me out with the pump one. Now, you know what? I'm going to have to step up my game, because everybody was impressed with the pump one this weekend. And thanks to you, well, it's actually still packed away, but I got my concentrate mix on lock. The tip that you gave last show with having well, I had the Tekin cup, but if you just have a solo cup and you mark it, you can do it at the track repeatedly and have the right concentrate mix, no
Yes.
problem.
And that's kind of the cool thing. It's like, if you've already have a pump sprayer, like I talked about last episode, is you can have different concentrates. It's kind of, I mean, this has enough where this is going to last you a while. And if you've got, multiple, and now, I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing now, is I'm taking a heavy concentrate and a lighter concentrate, and I bring them both out with me, because I've got that opportunity to have two containers, and I can, depend on what part of the truck I want, or I just know it's dirty or it's not dirty. Like today, my trucks aren't that dirty. There's really not a whole lot of mud on it. I'm not going to use a heavy concentrate on it. So that's what I would take out the lighter one.
That's a great question, Michael. Is the cleaner hard on bearings?
No, it's not hard on bearings. So what we've talked about before is that if you're concerned about bearings, the corrosion is going to come from water. And the way to avoid using the water is when you use the Moo-Clean part and chassis wash, use compressed air or a jet blaster turbo. So we talked about, when you introduce water into it, you got to get it out. So I prefer to use water to rinse away the Moo-Clean part and chassis wash, but I know that I have to go with a couple extra steps. Either I'm using, in bearings as an example, some of these products, it will counteract, it'll be counterproductive, but there's always something to replenish what's there. So, the Moo-Clean electronic cleaner and degreaser is going to evaporate water. So if you're in tight places and you spray this in there, it's going to evaporate the water. Now on a bearing, getting rid of the grease is not good. Now you've gotten rid of the water, but you've also gotten rid of the grease. Okay, not ideal. What we have is the silicone protectant. Now, what we will be having here, which I'm just going to probably skip ahead to that, is we talked about a few episodes ago the Moo-Slick line. Those the ultra and the ultra thin products are going to be dropping here next week. So those are going to be on the site here, ready for you to go. So to answer your question on the bearings, there is a new, which is not this one, another Moo-Slick product, which is the bearing specific one that will lubricate your bearings if in fact you either have water in there or you've eliminated the grease.
So Zach is asking, is that battery integrated or?
Yes, it's integrated into this. So yes, if you can take it out, I don't know how you do it.
No,
yes,
Heath
integrated.
answered for us. Yeah, Heath answered for us.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you, Heath, for jumping on in there. And honestly, this one right here is another good one. I wanted to make sure we got to it, because what is a good product to use to clean a brush motor after a daily train? Yeah.
The Moo-Clean electronic cleaner and degreaser. That is your electronics for every type of electronics: servos, ESCs, receivers, brushed and brushless motors alike. This is what you want to have for all of those electronic parts.
Raymond, I will let you know, because I run a combination CVDs in the front, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. I know the pre-orders are coming up. Tyler was just alluding to that with the new chemicals that Heath is about ready to drop. So CowRC is going to have you covered, and it's just kind of filling the gap, because now with me doing the drag racing and stuff like that, I wanted to have a bearing specific oil, and I know that Heath isn't messing around, and I'm looking forward to putting it through the paces. But you're going to have to stay tuned to the next couple episodes when me and Tyler actually have the product in our hands, and we can actually go through, put it through the paces, and make sure we give you an honest review. Because let's face it, Heath ain't messing around. He's trying to make sure that he's supplying us team factory drivers with the best possible product, because guess what? That trickles down the customers. You are the guys that we are trying to do all this testing for. We're just here to have some fun, and man, I'm telling you, without you guys, we wouldn't be having it around at all. Heath doesn't mess around. I swear to God, the guy's like a machine. So, Mike, the
Been a
parts
good
and
year.
chassis wash is absolutely amazing on bearings. The non-corrosive formula is an ultrasonic cleaner, works wonders. A lot of companies recommend using a citrus cleaner due to the non-corrosive properties, especially on ceramics. Then I use the blower to dry, then lubricate. Very important to re-lubricate, and that's why I can't wait to get the new chemicals coming out.
Yeah, and the cool thing is, I mean, honestly, those chemicals may hit the website next week, so there's a chance you guys are going to have them before we do. So get on, check out the website. Obviously, there'll be an announcement on Facebook about it when they do hit. But I mean, get ready because they're coming, and there's no pre-order. You're just buying them.
So I'm not 100% sure what you mean by this, but what grease should be used in what application? Well, water, it's going to be obviously, he's got it unlocked.
Well, honestly, it's yes, yes, and yes, and the answer is Udder Butter. So
Right.
this is a formulation that is waterproof. It's going to stick. It's going to not fling off in your in your diff case. It's going to stick on those gears. So it's something that, and again, a little goes a long way with this stuff. I've seen videos of people using like a marine grease, and they're packing a diff full of marine grease, and for one, that's just not an RC way of doing things. RCs, you're causing friction and building things up, trying to cause less friction. But a little of this goes a long way, and you're going to find that with water, dust, dirt, it's all works with the Udder Butter, the formula that we have, because it's, again, when we tested this was out existed a long time before it actually came to market. And people like Adam, myself, and other guys through drag racing, drifting, off-road, boats. Sean is big into boats. It's great for prop shafts. That's the word I'm looking for. Prop shafts.
And there's so many uses for it.
Yeah,
It's not even funny.
on all of them. And we tested on all of them, and it works for all applications.
Oh, what's the difference between the yellow and the green Udder Butter? It's just a new and improved formula. Tyler probably has the specifics because I run out of stuff like crazy. I run 2 classes. Michaela runs 2 classes. Nathan runs 2 classes. So anytime I go to the track and we need to adjust our diffs, guess what? We're redoing the Udder Butter front and rear. We don't touch the center, obviously, but the front and rear get lots of Udder Butter love. So we go through that quite a bit. And guess what? Our gears, we've never had any failures. We never had any skipping. And I actually shim it a little bit tighter, knowing the Udder Butter is going to give me the protection I need.
Yeah, the green, honestly, the elimination of the green was because actually it was product availability. When COVID and post-COVID came, the chemicals that went into that particular formula weren't available anymore because of shipping. So what CowRC had to do is essentially redevelop that formula using chemicals that were readily available, and in doing that, improved it. So its tackiness improved, its wear improved based on this new formula. So it wasn't that the green was defective or wasn't good. It just wasn't available. And so when you go through the process of redeveloping something, you might as well spend the extra time and make it better.
Absolutely. And he typically does that. So Raymond, for me, I like to do it every 3 events minimum myself, just because it's not because of the Udder Butter. It's because I want to go through my diff fluids. Now, if I'm at an event and I feel that I'm diffing out, or if I feel that I need to modify my setup to be competitive or make the car easier for me to drive, I'm going to wipe it out, clean it, because it stays right where you need it. It's going to protect those gears big time. So you got to make sure that you reapply in between diff changes. If you're changing the fluid, me or the kids, we're making sure that we're putting a new coat of Udder Butter on each time. And that's why we're going through it a little bit quicker, because like I said, with 6 vehicles, it goes quick. Oh, Brian, yes, 100%. It's awesome for turnbuckles. We talked about how many things that you can actually use the Udder Butter for.
Mhm.
If you haven't seen the previous episodes, you got to check them out. But we have definitely gone into some deep dives on some of the uses with the great products. But we do have another product that we should probably talk about.
Yes, let's get into those. So yeah, so CowRC is in the process of developing a new, more affordable storage system. So this is not the dot boxes. This is a similar type of thing, but a more affordable storage system. So the retail price. So we have two different sizes on this, and these are not available yet. There will be no pre-order, and we should see these hit the site in about 8 weeks. So we have the two sizes are a small, which is that's the large right there. So I'll talk about the
Okay.
large. So that one's the large. That's a 6 3/4 by 9 inch box. So that's the big box outline, and that'll retail at $11.99.
What?
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean it's very economical, and so each one of those rows, so they come those inner box storage come in rows of four. So that's how those fit. If you remember, like the dot boxes, those will come, those little pods, I'll call them, will come out individually. That's not the case with these. So these are sizes for like small bearings and screws. That's what you're going to put in there. Parts are not going to fit in these. But this is something, as a racer, Adam, you bring to the track. You've got a various sizes of screws, smaller bearings, things like that. I mean, with micros, this is a micros enthusiast dream here because it's every part or every screw is going to fit in this. And then our small one is a 4.5 by 6 3/4 inch. Yes, that's the small one there. So half the size, essentially, half the size of the large one, and it's going to be $6.99. I mean,
That's awesome.
$6.99. So it's
Right.
extremely affordable.
And honestly, being part of the team, one of the things that I did get the dot boxes, and my kids helped me fill it out, and we actually have it organized for each screw.
Yeah.
When you're racing and actually helping run a team, I want to make sure that I have enough for not only me and my kids, but for my entire team. So having it organized was clutch. Now this though, I feel like I'm gonna up my game with this right here, man. This like $6. Holy cow!
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
gonna
this
get
would be
one for each
perfect.
kid.
I mean, this would be a perfect deal to like if as affordable as these are, you Adam, you racing, anybody else racing, you could have one of these per car, and it's like, okay, this
Right.
is my X-ray car, this is my two-wheel drives, my 8 scale, whatever it is, and you're bringing that to the race. You just take that with you. It's automatic. You just boom, taking that with you, taking that with you.
Yeah. No, this is definitely a game changer. And honestly, I think that like having it with in groups of four just makes it easier because I got the
Mhm.
button head, I got the countersunk, and I got like the round head. So for
Yep.
me, I have it anywhere from 4 mil all the way up to 12. So having it in increments and stuff like that, I can just grab one pack out at a time and be ready to rock and roll. These are definitely gonna be sick for
Oh
sure.
yeah. No, it's cool. It's gonna be I think it's really gonna expand people's I mean, that's the hard thing. And especially like, if you have a larger one or even like a big, you're kind of just constantly searching. I mean, I've got a couple of the big dot boxes and it takes me a little time. I've got them labeled and everything, but even labeling them, it takes me a little time to go through them. And I think the smaller options will be good to just boom, you just grab those, or you could sort them by size. I want this from an 8 mil to a 10 mil, whatever your desire is. To me, that's is as affordable as they are. It's you can have the convenience of convenience.
Yeah, kind of like what Sean's saying. Like I right now have it set up for I got our 8 scale program, and then I got our 10 scale program, then I got the on-road program, then I got the drag racing program. So I'm all
Yeah.
over the freaking map, and I need to stay organized. And thankfully, CowRC has me covered. And having these new options are definitely going to be super cool. we're coming up on the limit, and
Okay.
we got to give away something.
Oh man.
And what are you thinking? Yeah, it definitely
Oh, that's
helps,
a
man,
good
for sure.
question. They were coming at me. They were coming at me so fast. I'm not sure. There were some good ones. I've
So
got a
I don't
name.
know.
I think I've got a name that I saw a lot of good comments and questions from. If you didn't see
Can,
one,
can you see this or no?
uh, oh yeah, I can see that.
Because that one wasn't too bad. It was pretty funny when we were talking about the electric sprayer, getting it in with the wife. Now, I'm not. Is he eligible or no?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh well. What do you think? I thought that was a
Sure,
pretty
I think
good one.
so.
Okay, Bill. Bill, you are that lucky guy. Congratulations.
Awesome,
I'm
yeah.
hoping you are still on there, bud. But congratulations, Bill. Just message Tyler and man, enjoy your mat because
Yeah,
I
that's
know I'm
awesome.
gonna
This is what you
like.
get, Bill. One of 5. You're looking at 2 of them are in existence. You'll have a third one, and the other 2 are flying around social media somewhere. So this is what's coming to your house.
Oh, he is still
Congratulations.
on board. Heck yeah. No, congratulations, bud. That was freaking hilarious. I know my
Let
wife
me
got a kick out of it. Yeah,
know.
she even thought that was a good one. And you know what? The fun's not gonna stop. We're only at episode 6. We're just getting started. And you know what? What do we got going on for our next show?
Okay, well, let's do one teaser before we get that one update because
Okay.
we did talk about the Carbon Series
Thank you,
Mat
Steve.
before. So let's throw this up here for some visual. So the Carbon Series Mats, those are going to be landing within a week and ship by the end of the month. So if you, one of those fortunate folks to get in and order the Carbon Series mat, your dreams are coming true shortly. So
Nice.
it's coming. It's coming. And we are prototyping something smaller. This, but smaller. So that's
I'm
all I can
excited
say.
too, man.
So, it's the different, that's what CowRC is all about. It's coming up with new products, diversifying them. We talked about the Udder Butter. It's all ever evolving and it's always improving. It's never going backwards. It's always going forward.
Now, I don't know if everybody's familiar with the carbon mats, but we just had them out at the track this week, and we had a double header, and it was clutch. I'm not gonna lie, we got there and it was raining all day Friday. So guess what? Having CowRC as part of my arsenal was probably a good thing. Our tires were coming off just cake. One tip I will give for the bigger lugs, a little love of Moo-Slick, it actually repelled some of the dirt and it made it so my tires didn't gum up. And
Nice.
guess what? It increased my qualifying big time. Oh man, Sean, absolutely. Anything that you can just take it up, spray it with the hose, throw it in the camper,
Like,
and you are
I
good
mean,
to
we're
go.
we're spraying this, just spraying. Nothing's happening to this thing. It is bulletproof.
I love him. I love him. And honestly, I've been asking Heath about something a little bit darker for the on-road peeps, and hey, he finally got it, and I love it. And I know he's got a few other things up his sleeve for that. But we also have one other surprise. Are we allowed to say it or
But I don't know
the
what is
next show?
it.
I know. I'm like kind of like here, hold on. Maybe if I just pull up his name.
Oh yeah, for next episode.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So we got none other than Mike P. And I can't pronounce his last name. I don't know. Can you?
Panackia.
Panackia. There you go. I would have murdered that because when I'm reading it, I don't know. But we got Mike coming on the show. So we're going to actually have our first guest. He's going to go over a few things to let you guys, the viewers, know if you want your shot at getting on the CowRC factory team. he's going to have some tips and tricks for you.
Yeah. Mike is a wealth of knowledge. You see, he's commented
Oh,
on our shows almost routinely.
yep.
Great tips, technical abilities. It's phenomenal, and he's our factory team recruiter. So he is. If you want, and this next episode is to, we have a lot of interest of folks wanting to be on the CowRC factory team, and the way we recruit is a little bit different
Yep.
than a traditional team. So Mike is going to show us and tell us all about that process. So if you are interested in being part of the team, like Adam and I are, tune in because Mike will lead you that way.
Yeah, I know a guy. Make sure, Jeff, you get a hold of Heath because we need some movie magic from you, bud. Tyler, are we going to see you again this year at the Fairway Crawl?
Maybe that was a fun event. I had a good time. That was what Joey's talking about. Is that it was actually they rented out a miniature golf course and made it into a crawler comp course. It was
Awesome.
you don't get to do that very often. So that's
No,
a memorable one.
Yeah, it's because it's normally controlled, right?
Well, it's usually rocks and dirt, and hey, it was awesome because and the one thing is I didn't have to clean anything. So
Hey, so apparently we got some secret stuff. Let me
do we?
see here.
Okay.
I just got to refresh this.
Mike's height and weight and stuff like that. Is that what's in there?
Is that what he said?
I don't know. I'm just making that up.
Oh, I'm like, oh, maybe. So
I don't know.
There's one weird picture that's in here. Let me see if I can download it. See, it is not. I'm not 100% sure. But what's Mike's address so we can send flowers and candy? Dude, you're killing it tonight.
Security number and his credit card numbers. We've got that on there.
Yeah. Unleash the herd for sure. But I gotta thank you guys for making this show fly by. I can't believe it's on 1 hour already.
It keeps going faster and faster every time, and we're probably beyond an hour now, aren't we?
A smidgen. We're still okay. I freed up some space. Right, but I gotta thank you guys, the viewers, for chiming in and making it a blast for me and Tyler. We are gonna check out and stay tuned. We're gonna post up the next link Monday night, and we're gonna have a great time, especially having Mike on board. So you're gonna have to tune in for episode lucky number 7, and we hope to see you then. Tyler, what do you want to say, bud?
Yep. No, thanks so much, everybody. This was a fun episode. Really appreciate the comments and questions. I saw some new faces coming in, which is great. And I'm glad that you guys are enjoying what we're saying and keep it coming. Bring your questions every week, and we will be happy to answer them. And we'll continue to share the new stuff coming down the pipe.
Yeah, man. All right. You guys have a good one, and we will see you on the next one.
Bye everybody.
For now.